Good morning or evening, friends. This is Wise Guys. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about bad games. This is a particularly bad game, so if you're watching, thank you so much for bearing with me, bearing this weight with me. It ain't gonna be pretty. You will see me change my character a couple times. You will see me finally settle on something that I like. You will see me play very badly. Why? Because I think not only do you learn about loss, not only do I think you learn good things from losing, I also think you learn good things from seeing all the mistakes that you made. I also love to see Diva dance around with that. That is so cool. Let me say something. That right there is probably a better beat than anything that Lucio does. Sorry. Love you, Lucio. Anyway, starting here with some attack on the temple. Started out with Winston thinking that Diva's probably not a strong enough tank by her lonesome. So what I should probably do is kind of dual tank with her. As you see, not going great. I prematurely dropped that shield. It was a very bad placement. It only protected me, and it only protected me if somebody stepped out of the safe zone to come shoot me. Not a smart move. See, learning already. I moved to Pharah on this because I saw the Symmetra sentry. The thing with the Symmetra sentry is this. There is no problem with the Symmetra sentry if you place it properly. And I think this particular person that we're playing against actually does a very good job of placing Symmetra turrets properly. And by that I mean have them in the same place but not all together. The reason you don't want to have them all together is because my Pharah shot comes out, blows up, right? Does area of effect damage. If all of your Symmetra sentries are in the same place, it's going to kill more than one with one shot. There's a fairly significant cooldown once you have dropped 3 of those sentries. So instead of putting yourself in a position where ain't much you can do, it's probably a better idea to move them around so that if they go to a certain area, like on this one, if they go through that right, if I hadn't taken out those other 2, if anybody had gone through that right corridor right there, they're getting hit by at least 2 sentries. That's what you want. One shot won't take care of them all, but you'll still be able to get extra damage from it the way it's set up. It's a really smart move. That was a lot of rambling on Symmetra on a video that's not about Symmetra, but you get the point. Anyway, best thing I did in this video was see that things weren't working and start changing things around. I could very clearly see that things were not going to go well with Pharah the way I was playing, so I switched over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt is a good character. He is slow, he is methodical, he can help shield your teammates. That wasn't the best play with Reinhardt there, but while I might not make the best decision at all times, sometimes you get some gems. Like that right there was not necessarily a good decision to go ahead and use your charge there. That wasn't me though, that was the other Reinhardt. I'm not saying it was a bad decision. It definitely has some merit to it, but it wasn't the best decision because it takes out one of your offensive and or defensive options right here. That was just lucky. Tracer just got a little too close. Came in. Sweet! That also is lucky that A, he didn't kill me faster, or they didn't kill me faster, and B, they put that teleporter up at the most inopportune time possible. And the reason I say that is because she put the teleporter up, she was able to get no work done with that teleporter. None whatsoever. Nobody got the chance to come through that teleporter before we took it down. And that also has a very significant recharge time for that ult. So it was cool. Right here, I probably should have used Earth Shatter, but I did not. Went after the Tracer, hoping to make her waste her charges, but Bastard is behind me. Didn't see the Bastard behind me at the time. He was at a pretty good distance. Don't think it would have mattered though. I don't know if I would have gone after that Bastard or not. Would have been a smarter idea, or if nothing else, to shield back up. Again, seeing the problems. But watching how badly you play, even when you suck, it helps you to learn to play better. That wasn't bad. The reason I was standing here taking most of these shots was because I wanted to make sure that Bastion used was to make sure Bastion used almost all, if not all, of his ultimate firing at me. I'm a big guy, I got a shield. He can waste all those shots and we'll be done with it. As opposed to letting him shoot at my Lucio or, heaven forbid, Zenyatta or Widowmaker. So it was a good thing to make a big target, make him shoot at me, waste them all. Oh, that sounds like a Tracer.
No one can hide.
That was cool if that's gone. I'm not too terrified of the sentry turrets. I wouldn't mind taking them down, but I'm not super terrified of them. And the reason being, if you're only getting hit by one, chances are it's not going to hurt you that bad. That wasn't meant to be a thank you. I don't know why I got emote right there. It happens a lot though. Couldn't see through the corridor in time there, but I should have. I mean, that was a bad place to charge. I think the reason I charged there was to try to get by and get all the way up to their point really quickly before they got a chance to set up. But that was a poor choice. Anyway, going on attack for point number 2. There's the charge. Again, just the same way I was saying about the other guy at when we were coming up to the first point, to point A. It's a bad place to charge right there. It takes away a lot of your options. Once you get up there, you can put your shield up and walk through that tunnel gateway of death because everybody's waiting for you to come down that tunnel. You can do that, but you don't have any options. I mean, other than to put up your shield, walk forward, walk back. That's about all you have. It's always good to have that dash there, so if you get in trouble, you can get out. If you see an opening, you can kind of dash in. If I can catch a Bastion in turret mode while he's not paying attention, I can pin him against the wall. So many more options if you don't waste that dash, that charge. I wasted it, sorry. As you can see, things aren't going super well, but I do have my ult. I think this is about the time that I start making the better idea of not running straight ahead. We'll see if that goes well. That was just great fortune. I hit him with that fire. I can't think of the name of the ability. It's the flame thingy, my bobber. You know what I'm talking about. But once I hit him with that, I had the opportunity to hit him with a dash as well. And while I don't like dashing from that far out just to get to where I was getting to, right out there in the open, I do like being able to take out the character, especially their tank like a Bastion. I keep saying Bastion, Reinhardt, sorry. But especially their tank like a Reinhardt, once I can disrupt that, I can sneak in like this. Ow! And that right there just takes out most of their defenses in one push. That's Symmetra, that's a turret, that is Torbjorn, that was a Hanzo. I mean, we got 4 or 5 members of their team right there. Actually 3 members. Symmetra, Torbjorn, Hanzo, and the turret. So 4. I'll take the turret. Anyway, got a nice little boost there at the end. Actually scored me play of the game. Got to use my highlight intro, sweet. But it's just a way to kind of check and see that you don't quit, just keep playing through it. Then take a look at it and see what you can learn from it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. Goodbye!